10 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Welcome
remaining.
back to this best of 3. Game number 2 is coming up for you. I'm Gareth, coming to you from the JD Studios, and the draft has begun. Team Spirit up against Navi. ESL 1 Frankfurt 2060 European qualifiers, and they've got a little bit to go. The winner of this does, of course, have to face up against VP in a best of 5 tomorrow. Determine who gets that second spot. Of course, you've got your all to try and get yourselves to Frankfurt. Navi, they're a game ahead in this best of 3. Well, Pact, my co-caster, the draft is underway, but it's going a little bit slower than the previous one. They're not snapping into bans and picks. Definitely a little bit of deliberation about this.
Yeah, things have been mixed up a little bit here. So obviously we won't be seeing the Earth Spirit, but again the Ion not going to be showing up, and we're going to have the Nature's Prophet over on the side of Team Spirit. So this is almost precisely how things went the last time, and then Batrider and Enchantress, I guess. Like, generally, if Beastmaster's gone and Nature's Prophet's gone, they always go Batrider for general. And then typically this would be the Enchantress. I'm not sure if they might just want to grab the that seems to be what Navi would prefer in most scenarios, although most teams, taking the Enchantress is considered to be a little bit stronger of a roamer, so they grab the Chen, and now what does Team Spirit want? Do they want the Enchantress? Do they consider that good enough?
Huh?
Enchantress.
Yeah, it's always been that kind of pseudo counter. You pick up the creeps, take control of its mind, and to back. Well, it's going to drop dead from horrible malfeasance that Enchantress has put over the top of it. Space of bans here. Try to see, Sven banned out. Get rid of the Dendy Invoker if you want to. Iceberg and Dendy both do love that hero. Well, DP is the from Team Spirit. Don't want any more of this pushing power. I guess Lycan's the other one, right? DP and Lycan for Team Spirit, then Navi, maybe they want to ban out the Invoker themselves?
Yeah, potentially. Navi have done all sorts of kind of wonky stuff. They've done, they did a Dendy safe lane Mirana, and they threw Ditchera actually into the mid with the Lycan, so they have lots of little mix-ups that they pull. Like, you're banning out this Death Prophet because you're afraid of that, like, Dendy mid lane having a good start and getting this big pushing synergy with the Chen. I would imagine they're going to be looking for the Spirit if it doesn't get banned out here as well. So, comboed up with like a Venge, a Batrider, then I would expect the Invoker to come out for Dendy. If it's left.
5 seconds remaining.
Hero moving.
Reserve time.
Rid of. Black drafting, he's thinking damn hard about this one. The big question is, what do you want to give to Always Want to Fly? Because Black Enchantress, Always Want to Fly, maybe static support, climb around, the Witch, along those lines. Maybe the Oracle, actually. Navi ban out the Oracle against this Batrider could be pretty good for them.
Yeah, they could ban Oracle, go Venge, and then of course you're kind of taking up this. Yep, there you go. Nice call there. Perfect. And that also get rid of this 4-call possibility for Team Spirit, which would have been great to go over the top lane and open up that Sven pick once again for them on that dark side, and we go right into the Mirana. So this is obviously extremely similar. They have just run this draft right up against teams. Oh my god! All right, is this the exact same game? It is. I'm almost positive. So last time these teams played, it was Enchantress, Puck, Drow, Nature's Prophet, and then they ended up with a Winter Wyvern. And on the side of Navi, it was the Mirana, the Chen, the Venge, the Batrider, and they closed it out with the Lycan. So I guess they'll ban the Witch Doctor, they'll ban the Lycan, I have to imagine. Yeah, alright. This is too good.
So we're not going to have identical drafts then. So Navi won the previous game, right?
That is correct.
They're 2-0 Team Spirit.
General, I cannot even describe how much General dumps through the top lane. It was Illidan on the Drow, and it was, I think, Always Want to Fly playing the Winter Wyvern. Yeah, it was. Either way, General ran them over, like, to a point where Illidan was nothing but a creep. Like, he was the lowest net worth on his team at, like, the 20-minute mark or something, or he was, like, maybe second, just above one of the supports. It was extremely bad.
5
It's
seconds
like
remaining.
totally wrecked. Oh, not sure. Do they want to give this to Digiron the safe one that they've done before, and just get Dendi a more? Yeah, they'll go back to the Wind Ranger. Don't have to go for any crazy Dendi Mirana safe lane things. And now I guess they close Winter Wyvern, right?
You sure they want to?
No, it's the Chen. Maybe it didn't work out too well. They're thinking like, how can we deal with this Bat Rider better? Like, what hero is going to be able to do a better job? Who can harass better in lane?
There aren't that
Not many supports.
Lion is still
10
out there that you can maybe
seconds
stun and hex up the back, but it's
Disruptor,
dealing with
maybe?
it. Disruptor with a glimpse.
5
Like,
seconds
hold him in
remaining.
place enough that he's out of range of Illidan, so we can't just Firefly right over top of him.
Frostbite from Crystal
Reserve
Maiden.
That's not a bad one as well.
Spot to be in. They're gonna take their time and think about where they want to go with this draft now. But Wind Ranger for... So that's gonna be Navi... I mean, Dendi Wind Ranger mid. Style on the old Chen. Dichira Mirana. You say they gave it to Dendi before on the safe lane?
They did that once. Most of the time it is Ditcher on the safe lane. Playing the Mirana. Their one little mix-up was they threw it safe lane for Dendi and sent him in. Yeah, so... That. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MopPacks. I can snipe drafts for you all day. No worries. Fine.
Especially drafts you've seen before.
Shut up, man. Come on.
Or you can check out joindota.com and look at the match ticker where we have all of these old drafts
I'm trying to sell out here. Do you mind?
all set up there for you. Or you can check out MopPacks. He coaches Complexity. He basically won games for them without even playing.
Swindle King. The man.
Malone.
The legend.
Great, do you think they've got a chance this time though?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, I definitely think Always Wanna Fly is going to be doing better this time with the Disruptor than the Winter Wyvern. And I would imagine they're also going to be keeping an eye on General. Like, maybe that's why he just got so much hate last game early on, was Illidan was still a little bit bitter, you know? Please,
Prepare
someone deal with
for
this guy. He has wrecked my life the last 2 times we played against each other.
Let's see if
they
he
can do
out
it
from
once.
each team. An Echo. Was down already, going to block up that camp, so Prophet cannot pull across to it, but an early laning ward here towards mid from the Disruptor. That very quickly to get that one out. We are actually all grouping up towards the mid lane themselves. It's all going to be scouted out by Team Spirit if they move any further forward though. The Ranger and his mid opponent, the Iceberg Pot, Illidan on the Drow Ranger like you said, going to give that little bit of extra damage over to the Fairy Dragon. I'll be the laning support partner for Illidan up there, while Enchantress Golak get his first creep. Depending on where he goes, he can pick up the large camp here,
30
move towards the
seconds
safe
to
lane,
battle.
towards the mid, or the large camp over here, towards the bot lane. Control things down in that area, but Dichira Mirana off against Phonic on that Nature's Prophet, and RV. Smoke here, I mean, Arstyle's holding on to one, but they've been very patient with their movements. Scout out all the way across here towards the top room spot, and you see the mirroring of movements. Team Spirit are like, nah, sod that, we do not want to get involved. And Navi, they left this very late, which means they're probably going to be able to snipe both bounty rooms here. That's really great play. Mind games.
Nicely done here. Alright, so that was, Team Spirit got them both last time though, and they lost, so... Now what happens? That's the real question. Is this the advantage, Team Spirit? Or no, it's just bad luck or something. And he's still got that sentry board, so he's not sure what he wants to do here. I want to see what Always Wanna Fly has on him. And he's got plenty of gold left for sentries if he needs them.
General won't block up the camp. Block this one though, doesn't get camp blocked up. Black starts over in his own side of the jungle here, so maybe a rotation towards mid or the safe lane with that early sapper, but he does want the secondary creep as well. See? Pain onto Iceberg already with his right click attacks. Look at that, face shift forced out while down towards bottom, Seiko deep in behind the tier 1 tower, but I'd be afraid that this Enchantress was sitting around a little bit closer, but he's going to loop himself all the way around there, leave Phonic to deal with Dichira a little bit in the early stage, and Dendi of Iceberg. Low on the old HP. After blast flying across, it's difficult to handle, but Arstal comes in, steals it back out, fakes it as well. Iceberg space shift there, not going to pay off as Data for Arstal going to work wonders. Denied by Dindy as well. Spirits, you've got to pick up the pace here if you want to deal with Dindy at this rate.
You think you can deal with this little bit of a matchup here by getting the Drow Ranger? Well, let me just send a Satyr mid. GG, pretty much. Win any lane. In that creep. Yeah, it's going to slow down Artstyle. I don't think he cares too much.
I don't think so.
Iceberg, please.
Like another salve there. Andy getting closer and closer to that bottle. Not really bossing this lane while down at bottom lane. Against the Vengeful Spirit and the Mirana. How much kill potential do they actually have here?
It should be really difficult, right? Because you imagine the trance will obviously be getting in the way of the arrow virtually every single time. So how are you ever going to lock down Funnick long enough to kill him? But look at Seneko, he's like dying attempting this.
Very far is there. Seneko, 2 more hits is what they need. Somehow, the Treant, I don't know, punched him in the face. Funnick will pay for that with his life, but he got himself the first blood, a decent chunk of gold as well. Exchange there because they gave Dichira a hell of a lot of money with that kill back. Thing it maybe just a little bit too much in his favor as he's up to 14 last hits. It's that free lane for a little bit, so maybe worth it there for Seneko just to bait Funnick in. Lane. General. Flies over the trees and far away with Godlike Enchantress. They glimpse the Batrider back, but go in on top of Illidan here. That nice little net traps him in. The stick charges down. Illidan's gonna die before General even drops. And this Batrider, we saw him at Starladder crushing lanes. Up against OG, he was in a 1v2, and it was a Sven and a Vengeful Spirit, and Crit and No Tail. They didn't know where hit the General Bat is an absolute wonder to watch.
Yeah, this guy, man, he knows how to play that turn rate, which is by far the biggest hallmark of a good Batrider player, right? It's just every single inch, just making sure that your right click's not going to get off. I'm going to get over you. I'm going to get under you. He just makes it so difficult. He plays with the vision of the trees, using his flying vision to try and limit the impact the Godblack can have when he makes these rotations.
Looks wanna
General's
fly.
just such a boss on this hero, man. Like, gross.
10 seconds until Glimpse. General doesn't know where the Enchantress is. Still playing very aggressively into that little Disruptor. 4 seconds, 3. Won't get the Glimpse back as this 1-1-1 build from Wanna Fly will not allow them to go that way. How we're looking mid lane? 16-9, 16-8. It is perfectly even here for Iceberg and Dendy, and they'll trade off runes as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Out on the rune change. Get the double bounty, only the single one, while Dendy picks up a haste rune for himself. Be a big old kill rune there if he wants to. Where does he go? Alex farming Radiant Jungle. He could be in a prime position to get ganked here by the Wind Ranger coming in, but Dichira as well as Seneko, they have to realize that Furion is missing. And with a TP up the top, potentially here, General gonna get right click down, and Team Spirit pick up one. Seneko, he is TP'd in very aggressively to the middle of foil. Throws magic missile, but it's not gonna be enough, and Arstal trapped in the trees. Turns back with a skeleton army, trying to kill up Illidan. The nuke damage is there, but the right click is just about kill him off. The Drow Ranger drops. Team Spirit, 3 for 1. Drow Ranger gives up her life. Decent exchange.
And these early rotations and synchronization of Team Spirit, this is what we saw at the start of last game too. Things started looking very well. Good rotations around the map, so Funnick on that Salt TP, I believe right when he was TPing he was under vision, but I mean, when you're TPing right here, it doesn't really matter. It's quite clear what you're up to, so well played there with the Sprout, having those treants available too. So if they want to go into some sort of a push, they would have had that available, but obviously dropping a little bit low there. He'll just work on these phase boots, these drums. And they gotta get active early this time. They gotta actually convert these into objectives. Enchantress and Nature's Prophet. Oh, they lose Iceberg.
I was watching General up at top because this convergence of heroes from Team Spirit coming in very quickly to try and snipe the Batrider. He goes in to always want to fly, but the kills down, and General trapped up in place as well. And right click into Oblivion. He tries to go for that 4-stack sticky napalm.
Enchantress.
Just having none of it. With Godblack and Illidan both here to help. Face boots is very nice. Purple, purple, purple. The heroes get their nice boots and a treads for Drow Ranger. Everyone's buying boots.
Combo breaker there.
Yeah, Drow, why not buy phase boots?
Iceberg, easy top rune here. Oh, even bottle up Godblack, how nice.
Elder Marcos will be proud and run buying all these little booties. Echo doesn't have brown boots to
Radiant's
his name.
top tower is under attack.
I wonder with his general Batrider, yeah, he dips back into the jungle knowing that
Jeez,
top
this
lane
looks
is
familiar.
not safe at all. Art style. In's Phonic with a Moonlight Shadow will be able to get himself out of a tough spot as well because Iceberg was rotating into the middle lane, so Nako available. Try and turn it around if Phonic decides to chase.
Oh, and that's one thing we haven't mentioned. I tell you, Ditch Raw, him and Denny, when they were playing this Miranda, the use of the Moonlight Shadow was impeccable. Every single time, it was so well done. The way they could basically use it as a pseudo smoke every time they wanted. Nice little shackle for some harassment mid here onto Iceberg. Oh my, geez, harassment, Denny, he's got the mana. That's only level 1 though.
Just harassment. In the meantime, to kill off one, always gonna play dies. Phonic gets the trade.
Will make its home amongst your bones.
The guy behind the tier 1. Oh, Puck in danger. Power shot is there from Denny. Shackle shot latches. He's got no mana for a power shot though. Maybe misjudging that a touch. But look at the build from Dendy. 4,
Yes,
1,
yeah.
1, 1.
So yeah, I'm gonna ult you, my focus fire. Oh my god, alright, they get general.
I find it
Okay, we've got to stop this. We've got to stop the P-Tours now. I'm just here. I'm admiring Dendy's skill build. The fact he tries to go for the kill onto the Puck there, but is 4 levels in shackle shot. Get the Batrider up at top lane with the Drow Ranger. His level 6 though as general. Still a long distance away from that Blink Dagger though.
under attack.
Denied.
Alright, Denny in here deep, level 3 glimpse. There's the coil too, so Denny, look at his positioning though.
This is Wind Run. All this lands and he shackles back onto Iceberg. The focus fire, no mana for it. And Phonic keeping in aggressively looking for the nature's round from Seneko. Arrow, oh, threads the needle. In between 3 heroes there. Digirod tries to turn the Starstorm as well, but Arstar is going to nuke damage between him and always when a fly will drop. But still, Illusion ready with a Frost Arrows to clear up the Chen. Looking for this army. Top of it all. Iceberg going in deep. Top lane, what's happening? General. Dive by Goblak, a touch there, but Iceberg with Phonic. Past the tier 1, arrow, oh, catches, Nature's Prophet. Oh, Starstorm, it's not going to land, did you roll? Oh no! He misjudged that massively, he leaves himself way back to safety, but still that should have been a secured kill onto Nature's Prophet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that's tough. That is one of the tougher parts of Mirana.
How did...
Trying to find that total lip of it though, and then, like, he doesn't want to use his leap obviously, or else he's just going to end up dying to Iceberg.
How did Bat die?
I'm going to guess impetuses.
Oh, he walked back in.
Radiant's bottom
General.
tower is under
You're
attack.
never safe against an Enchantress. Goblak, art style, whoever it is, Enchantress is a nasty beast. 9 minutes in and General is really quite far away from his Blink Dagger.
Thing is though, like, Team Spirit, they haven't, again, gotten any sort of a push going, so General, he can just come down the bottom lane, he can farm up here, he can take over this jungle, and meanwhile, Na'Vi are going to create space for him, allow him to get up this Blink Dagger because of the great time Dandy's had, thanks to all that attention being focused up on the General. Draw, he's on an escapable core as well, he can kind of hang out the top, soak, farm a little bit. Now this is a very tough rotation, trying to go on Iceberg's Puck this early with a Chen Venge.
They've got the 4 points in Shackle and a Focus Fire, so I can see why they're doing it.
Tough lead off though, like how do you get that initial control? It relies on a mistake almost from. They're just gonna head elsewhere.
All one
Might
spaceship.
Moonlight escape if things don't go too well.
Scouted out Seneko and art style in the dire jungle, and Onyx will even see himself into this one with Golak taking a Centaur back. Sent back to base in this Moonlight Shadow. Do they have any reveal here? A good Centaur stomp and Iceberg comes through with the damage. People still under this guise of invisibility, and Dendy is also here ready to turn and fight. The shackle shot not going to latch onto anyone behind him, but bang, catches our star, brings it back into death. This sprout forward and Dendy, do they have a stun with a Dream Coil? And Dendy tries to wind run, tries to turn and fight, but he's got nowhere to go. Here's Wind Ranger, dead to rights.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Gerard
Na'Vi
up on
a
the
little
high
bit lost there. Yeah, he tried to come in and help out.
Dire's top tower is
They made
under
this
attack.
rotation, and they tried to take advantage of the vision and everything, but obviously the Puck seemed to be too tall of an order, so they tried to make this rotation top. They get the kill on General down bottom.
Everywhere,
I
every
feel for you this game. I feel for
every
you.
lane there's someone looking for a kill. Every single lane there's someone looking for a kill. Missed about 4 or 5 of them. I feel really ashamed. My face has gone red, and I can see chat spamming T-Tours again, and I really do apologise. I'm flipping awful. Time to put on directed camera, time to call him Pimp Muckle the man. He can catch 3 kills at once. He is absolutely godlike. Shout at me, Moppax.
I'll just yell at you, when it's happening.
Just shout, just shout. Bot lane, mid lane, top lane all at the same time, and I will look everywhere for you.
Alright, I got it.
Please help me. General still distant from his blink dagger, and this is not what we're used to seeing from him. It's usually, you know, like 12, 30 minutes.
Oh, look at this
With
top
the blink.
laner style. Correct.
I get into that quick ice jump. Yeah, you're right. Always want to fly. Disruptive time for him. Seneko being shown how to utilize his hero in the early stages of the game by always want to fly. Godlike's Enchantress phase boots with the Dragon Lance already up, even with the drums completed.
Radiant structures.
His Agnum Scepter straight afterwards as well.
Alright, Team Spirit, man, getting a tower before 30 minutes. Dream is real.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Take control of some of this map. Open this thing up for Phonic. Use of this Nature's Prophet that they have picked. Iceberg, he's gonna find Dendi here. No allies.
Dire's bottom tower is under
No.
attack.
No, he's so rich too, though.
The TPing in, the Nature's Prophet goes farms, and the big call down. The final right click, I don't even know if Phonic was needed. Iceberg.
Warriors of the wood.
Alright, they are on fire right now. Look at that. Rotation right in to the tower. Looking very excellent for them. To the Treants, good use to the Enchantress. You can see they're trying to capitalize on Illidan. They have this really deep ward here
Radiant's middle
from
tower
Na'Vi.
is
Oh,
under attack.
Illidan dancing, doing the jives.
Ranger. And he's gonna get dragged back. Glimpse there to try and save him, but our Ranger's gone. The rest of them trying to come in to fight this one. I was gonna fly swaps, and Naco gonna try and retreat away, but Iceberg has no dream call. He's still got the orb and jump forward to Sprout down into Digirata. Naco cleared up. No, he's not. TP's away. The Windward's not gonna land, and now the Moonlight Shadow comes through Digirata. He's gonna still drop to that Thunder Strike. Team Spirit, at least get the 1-for-1, carry for carry. All they really could have asked for. Dendi on this Wind Ranger. His Maelstrom is miles away.
Ditchera hesitating pretty heavily there on that Moonlight Shadow. He saw that for sentries, I believe, on the Disruptor. So he was just like, oh, I really don't want to throw this down, but in the end it might have been enough to save him, if not the Vengeful Spirit, who was probably going to die anyway. All the meanwhile,
Radiant's bottom
General,
tower
he has
is
done
under
exactly what was planned. Managed to farm some stuff up here. Almost got that Blink Dagger a little bit later than he generally likes.
Dire's top tower.
Team Spirit again taking advantage of this.
Radiant's
Great
bottom
vision. Much better in this game. Without the Zeus like destroying everything, they have total ideas for General's up to.
Roshan though.
Every coin
General.
helps.
Radiant's
Oh man, I
bottom
can't really
tower
go and do
has
anything
been
with this
denied.
Blink Dagger, and I see art style moving in. Observe wards everywhere on these lanes from Team Spirit, seeing all the movements from Na'Vi coming into this tier 1 top lane.
Oh,
Oh,
see the
Dire's
sneak
top
forward on the
tower
bottom
is
room?
under attack.
Yeah.
The sentry is there, and it's you can take a look. It still provides quite a bit of vision, more than you'd expect.
not visible.
Dire's
Hiding behind that
bottom
little bit of a
tower
tree
is
line.
under attack.
Although Na'Vi, they have to kind of address this push to tier 2. They've got the blink on Batrider, but with limited mana, he has to TP to base, regen up, run back to lane.
Not a good looking start here.
Maybe they give up the tier 2 for a tier 1. Rana's doing a bit of chip damage down to the bottom tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice play by General. Gonna cut the wave here. Still Treants. Do they have any creeps left? Oh, there's one. Is that one range creep?
Radiant's
It
middle
is.
tower is under attack.
Got it.
On range creep, and the tier 3 is falling.
Radiant's
No glyph
middle
here,
tower
and they're going
has
to
fallen.
continue up onto the high ground into the barracks. Still no glyph for Na'Vi. They're losing a lot of damage here. Arrow hits onto Illidan. Face driven away from Iceberg, but the static storm onto Digirata catches him around and fall back to Snake, and takes him back to Snake, but also has no doing more there defensively, and now they just keep on going. Illidan's still standing. There's no blink last, there's nothing, there's no damage. Illidan's still alive, and the Aegis is finally popped by Dendi, but Na'Vi have just lost 4 heroes in their base, 15.5 minutes in. Team Spirit take the first lane of Rax. The buyback comes out from the Marana, but I don't know what she can do to try and defend this one. Iceberg, as the old forward, General Blink Lasso is available, but Team Spirit, they back themselves away. Illidan, not meant to get caught by those arrows there, but the rest of his team is ready and available, just standing guard all around our Ranger.
This is a perfect example of Team Spirit taking what they learned from the last time this precise matchup happened, and applying that to this game. So, shutting down General, not allowing him to fully stomp over your Drow Ranger, and Illidan's a hero, man. Look at him, he's second on the net worth. At this point in the other game, he was at 2k, like down by the Venge. That's how bad it was. He was like picking up a band of Elven skin instead of this Yasha helm. So, adapting to that.
An iceberg pops the smoke instantly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Later.
Oh wow, they know that Illidan's up here though. Hope to catch him. Phonic back down towards bottom lane. They can always want to fly. They have the Static Storm and the Dream Coil. Just a little bit. RV is looking very dangerous for you. I mean, Wind Ranger, no Maelstrom, Ditcheron, Marana, sure, Aquila drums treads. But your net worth on the Radiant, what's the deficit here? Closing it on 20,000 by 17 minutes? Modpack, this is insane.
Yeah, I mean, this is your crazy amount of farm just snowballing down the lanes, and there was just no defense from Na'Vi, right? Like, there was that first initial pickoff onto Dendi, right down here in the jungle, and that just meant, oh, I guess we'll have to give up mid. Oh, Vincere pushing top, oh, I guess we'll have to give up mid again, because we're not here to defend. And everything just quite literally snowballing totally out of control. I mean, how do you stop this at this point? What are these big items? Look at your heroes. You have a position 1 Marana. You have a Wind Ranger that's still desperately trying to get into a Maelstrom. You have a Core Marana who's dying to Iceberg and Phonic.
General, moving in behind this tier 2 at top, Illidan. Try and stop this. They've also got Always Wanna Fly ready. Kinetic Field has dropped, the Glimpse back available, and the Static Storm is ready, but they don't even need it. General is just ripped to shreds by the tier 3 mid. Spirit back into tier 2 at bottom lane. They'll regroup and move themselves all back across here as well. Na'Vi having Seneko trying to wave terror across this. Phonic has the Sprout available to jump forward, the Dream Ball art style, a TP forward from Dendi. And the Hand of God, maybe going to save this Vengeful Spirit as he's sent back to base, and Phonic finally caught. The down jump is good for the Max Sprout, TP out, the power shot gets vision, but the silence! Phonic completes, he gets himself away. Iceberg still not caught up in all of this lockdown by Na'Vi, and somehow
Dire's top tower is
Phonic
under
survives
attack.
that.
Oh man, almost end up getting Denny on the end there with that Stax farm being prepped and ready here. Transitions into a push.
General Batrider, Glasso, not going to throw it out onto anyone. Oh my good. How do you stop this? Oshan, we'll find out when he respawns in about 3 minutes time. Phonic with Orchid Drums, Mech and Phase Boots is absolutely beastly in this game. Aghanim Scepter with the Dragon Lance 90 minutes in for your Enchantress. Who even cares about what Drow Ranger has? She's a walking aura hero at this point. All you need her for is for this precision aura. The rest of the people are doing all the damage.
Scary at this point though, because typically you're looking to jump onto that Drow, right? That's lineups, you want this Batrider, it's the perfect kind of hero to do it. But I think that with the amount of lockdown they have, it just might be more important that you snag up Iceberg quickly, get him shackled up, and bring him down. Don't allow them to have this control element. Yeah, scary because Always Wanna Fly is just always going to be there. He's got a Glimmer Cape to try and prevent that, so they're going to need to now, of course, just throwing down that Static Storm, the Glimpse, all kinds of other control that can be coming out, but Iceberg, of course, being the big playmaker that he is, the big setups of these Dream Coils. It's like, you know they're going for the Roshan. That's your big opportunity if you want to fight outside the base. I'm not sure if that's a very wise idea, but of course they'll take it if it's advantageous. And so then that's the time you have to try and farm up these bigger items. Try and keep an eye on it with some...
What is Marana arrowing? Throwing it out onto whoever she possibly can. Force staff for General. Closing in on it, but bottom rack's not going to be long in this world. Sure, they set their eyes on it. Mid lane, Iceberg is invisible again. Maybe looking for these smokes, but definitely looking down the barrel of a gun here as he sees 5 heroes from Na'Vi. Is he going to try and go for this one? Just the 5-man Dream Call? The overboard there, but Iceberg doesn't actually go for that one just yet. Could have had the big old combo there, but always going to fly spot back. Iceberg finally caught. They've got him. What an Observer Ward. Mako finds his mark and punishes Iceberg's touch from maybe being a little bit too ballsy.
And they were so close to smoking there, but it had that mid lane been pushing it just a wee bit. I think Neko would have popped in, it would have gone, and then of course he would have been spotted anyway, but... Either way, I'd say that's a pretty big bit of gold heading over to your cores. Be priming up this whole time, gives you a little breathing room, but again, all that really matters is what goes down to this Roshan pit and then that big push after. This is a really... They're hoping they're like sitting here, I guess? Look at this. The horde. Close the sentry.
They see everything. Spirits. They even fight this 7 seconds till Puck's alive, TP down to bottom tier 2 and maybe battle this one out. Roshan's not up for a little while. Out it out and kill off a little mud golem. Shard golems will pop out and throw some pebbles back onto General as well. Come on, chuck the pebbles, throw them out. General doesn't even matter. He's already dead to go black. Input shots and basic right click attack. Always want to fly. Maybe having vision of the digit roll. He comes back, put him in the static storm and the kinetic field. And Navi don't have flyback on this Marana. 50 seconds now without your one roll carry.
Thank you.
This is going to be the danger zone.
Yeah, I don't even think you want to focus Roche right now. Like, just get going high ground. It's not going to be immediately up. Wait. So.
8 to 25. It's the 20k lead. It's plateaued a little bit. Had like a 17.5, 18,000 lead by about 15 minutes here for Spirit, but it hasn't accelerated any further. Ilden is up on the high ground, just absolutely marauding through these barracks. Right now, without a glyph, without any real wave clear, without any way to stop it, Navi are defenseless up against this. Against this drag trap from Team Spirit. Looking for the blink forward with General, but his glimpse back. Great play there by Always Want to Fly, making sure that no one is left behind and no one is dragged back into the open moors of Navi, who are hungry for blood. They want a kill. They want something out of this.
Oh, we just finished the rack. I'm just gonna poke my head in the Roche here as it just respawns. And what do they have? They still have that smoke? They do.
They're super fortunate for Team Spirit, and they've got a pretty good Roshan killing lineup. Illidan. Gonna right click it down. Navi, you are a good 10 seconds too slow for this one. If you want to try and pick a fight around the pit, because Roshan's dead. You are barely getting up on top of this ramp towards the bottom rune spot. You'll hold your ground here, but OG Kobold Foreman there with his nice little chalice. Vision for Team Spirit, not going to see anything just yet, and where are Navi going? They've switched from high ground to low ground, and I'm just wondering, our observer ward not going to give any vision of the Firefly just yet, but this smoke is about to wear off, and Team Spirit, they do have this positioning up into the Radiant Jungle. They'll see them very shortly as they walk themselves down. They now have vision over onto Navi, art style, back into the Roche pit. He's invis. That Moonlight Shadow, but Team Spirit, where's your reveal? He's sentry. There's the reveal on his art style. Oh, so easy.
Oh, they made that aggressive attempt.
Did Jirard gonna die up the top lane as well? Phonic just soloing through him. The leap back will save him on half HP. Not die.
I'm gonna go for the YOLO arrow here.
Not far off, but the trouble is the puck moving forward. It starts to the veil as well. Snake turns back to stun, but Spaceship dodged, and now there's a dream call as well. The drag back takes Illidan onto the high ground, but Snake goes in a 1v1 against Iceberg, and that's not a fight he could win. The help of Always Want to Fly. Navi, call GG. It really is all over. Game number 2, 25 minutes in, Team Spirit. Relatively simple, out-draft.
I'm really glad that you see this adjustment come out here from the side of Team Spirit. They figured out what went wrong last time. It was just the fact that, yeah, we drafted this Drow lineup, and yeah, she's an aura, she's a creep, but she still needs at least some semblance of farm and level to actually become that threat. Of course, handing Iceberg the puck as well, giving him a much better time in that mid lane. I'd say, you know, a little bit of help hand there. So, I guess, do we just go back to, like, are we going to get another redraft, something